I have abused my body. Will the agreeers step forward?
All right, at least they honest, bro. I was just waiting to see. I'm like, if y'all niggas don't walk forward, man, y'all are just being dishonest. Look how big you are. Of course you abused your body, bro. Stuffing tortillas and Oreos down your gullet all day. You better step forward, bro. I would have been so mad if them fat niggas didn't step forward. But it makes sense, why the other dudes step forward too. Like this dude who's fucking ripped. Look at this guy. The orange shirt guy. I'd imagine he'd abuse his body too, just in a different way. You feel me? But I was waiting to see them fat niggas step forward, bro.
I'll start by saying I've abused my body many times. Being a bodybuilder, a professional bodybuilder, I've abused steroids, did that for over 10 years. I don't think you can get to the level that you have to get to be a professional bodybuilder while being natural. And so absolutely, and I would say that somebody trying to abuse steroids to get that muscle, to get that look is just as unhealthy as somebody who's obese. So I don't try to be a hypocrite. I say I've done these poor choices. I'm 48 now, I don't do steroids anymore.
That's cap. Look at that nigga. Ain't no 48-year-old nigga looking like that without doing steroids. When did you stop doing steroids? Last week? Stop lying, boy. You still do steroids. He gonna leave this interview or whatever and go to the gym and shoot steroids up his ass as soon as he leaves, bro. There's no way he's not doing steroids still. He's ripped as fuck. He's more ripped than a lot of 25-year-old guys. I don't know. Maybe the steroids help keep him ripped, even though he stopped using them. But I'm pretty sure he's still using steroids. I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised if he was not using steroids, like right now, looking like that. 48 years old. You're almost 50 years old. Boy, you still using steroids. No lie to it. Stop lying to the people.
What I did in the past was bad, probably took years off my life. And so I would say to people who are overweight, why don't you do the same thing? And if you're not, then do you really care about your health? Because if you do, you would stop doing the things that are leading to being morbidly obese.
That's a fact, though. These fat people don't really care about their health. That's why, bro, back in the day, the body positivity movement thing was going on. It was a cool thing. Everybody was doing it. Bro, as soon as Ozempic dropped, all of a sudden, body positivity ain't the thing no more. Everybody's skinny. Is it? You know what I'm saying? Everybody who could afford to get that Ozempic shit got it. All the fat celebrities, bro. I don't know if Lizzo got it, though. She need it, though. Lizzo's so damn big, though. If she got those Ozempic shots, she probably would just be still kind of overweight. Like, after getting the shots done and shit, or however you take Ozempic, she'll still be fat, I think. So she gonna need, double shots or something. No disrespect, though. That's just, no disrespect to the fat hoe Lizzo, but, yeah, Ozempic might not even be enough for her. She's some big shit, bro. She built like Mark Henry, bro. For real. She big as hell.
Okay, so I just want to make sure everyone gets to say their piece before I go. I mean, yeah, it's completely unacceptable to be fat as a man. It's completely unacceptable. It's just so many problems with it. I've been fat, I've been skinny, and I've been in shape, and I will pick being in shape every single time. Just like if you have someone that's rich versus someone that's poor, they will pick being rich every single time. And the thing is that most fat people, not all, but most, have never even seen their abs. They've never seen what their body is capable of. They've never been actually happy with their physique. And once you get that taste, you're never gonna wanna go back.
That's very true, bro. I've never been fat, but I have been extremely skinny. And once you get in shape, bro, you never want to go back to how you were. That's why I think these fat people are just either being dishonest or they're just lazy, or maybe some of them have conditions where they can't get skinny. And that's why they're coping I love my body. I'm actually, body positivity, blah, 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 blah. Now, you know damn well if you could look like The Rock, you would. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying, bro. Would you rather look like The Rock or Lizzo? Let's keep it a bean. Nobody wants to look like Lizzo, okay? Or even just take The Rock in that one movie with Kevin Hart where he was he played a fat nigga in high school and then got buff later on. Yeah, would you rather be fat Dwayne Johnson or The Rock? Come on now. And anyway, yeah, Myron be spitting, bro. I was surprised to see him on this episode, but that he be talking that shit.
You're gonna want to go ahead and tell all those fat asses that you were once friends with, you need to get in shape. This is awesome. But the reality is we live in this crazy world where we coddle fat people, we coddle idiots, we coddle morons, and we don't hold anybody accountable.
This fat ass nigga don't lie. He not trying to hear nothing Myron talking about right now, bro. This big body ass nigga don't want to hear that shit. And you know what I notice about fat people, bro? I used to know fat niggas like this. Fat niggas will try to do things to take away from the fact they're fat. Like, fat niggas will try to dress real well or be funny. Like, I've never met a fat nigga who wasn't funny, bro. All fat people are funny. Fat girls, fat boys, they're all funny, bro. Never met a fat person who didn't have a sense of humor because you're fat. You have to be funny. You can't be fat and be dry because then what are you? You're just a fat, dry person? Nobody wants to be around it's already hard enough being around a fatty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're dry and you don't have a sense of humor, bro? Come on now. But yeah, he don't want to hear it, bro. He don't want to hear it. And I'd imagine, I didn't really watch this whole episode. I've skimmed through it. But I'd imagine this guy doesn't even have one of those problems where it's like, you know, oh, I have a thyroid thing, right? I just can't lose weight. He just looked like a lazy nigga. I'm going to keep it a bean. Looking at him, he just looked like a lazy ass nigga. So
we allow mediocrity to strive in the West. And I think we need to go back to shaming fat people. We need to go back to making fun of them. I mean, if I was president, hell, I'd put all of them in a fat concentration camp so they can concentrate on dieting and exercising.
Yo, what is he talking about? Yo, what? That's fucking crazy, bro. Yo, this nigga Myron funny as hell. But you know what, though? That ain't a bad idea, son. Putting all the fatties in a concentration camp? Like, wouldn't be no more fat people, bro. For real, he talking that shit. If I was a president, I don't know if I'd put them in concentration camps, though. But, I mean, like, it's not like they can run away. What are they going to do? They're going to run away? Yeah, you can just put them, you know. They're easy to catch. Well, they're easy to catch but hard to restrain because they're huge and hard to move. Like, how are you going to force them, you know what I'm saying, to go to these concentration camps? Gunpoint? Anyway.
Understand is that fat people bring a big burden on the healthcare system.
Well,
obesity, diabetes, heart disease, etc. It's a big problem.
Do you really mean that, or are you just saying that?
Yeah. I'm dead ass. Yeah. If I was president.
No, he doesn't mean that. I don't think he really means that shit. Myron is just a rage baiter, bro. He just like rage baiting niggas. Obviously, if he was the president, he would not be putting all fat people in concentration camps. Like, come on. It's just a funny thing to say. And anyway, what benefit would you have of putting fatties in a concentration camp? Like, if you put people in a concentration camp and put them to work, like, you want them to work. You're fat. You're not even going to be doing physical. You get like an hour maybe of physical labor out of these morbidly obese people until they just physically can't do it anymore. Like, even at gunpoint, it's not even like they're refusing. They just can't. They're just so fat and tired. Excuse me. They're just so fat and tired that they just can't continue. It's not even like a refusal or like, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I ain't doing this shit no more. No. They literally can't, bro. Their legs are giving out. Their arms are tired. You know, they're sweating. All kinds of shit, man. The worst kind of people to make it slaves. There were probably no fat slaves back in the day. Could you imagine being a fat slave? How would you even be a fat slave? Because concentration camp people are essentially slaves. You can't have fat slaves. Can you? Can you have fat slaves? What use would you have for a fat slave?
If I was president, make me president, I would get rid of the obesity problem like that. I find it interesting that they can lock us up in their homes for almost 2 years saying wear a mask, etc. But then I say, I'm gonna lock these dudes up in a concentration camp where we're gonna get them healthy food, we're gonna get them exercising, and I'm looked at as crazy.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I guess there's a distinction between having opinions about how COVID was handled and genuinely believing that all fat people should be in a concentration camp.
Yes, a concentration camp. Let me be clear. I'm talking about a concentration camp where they're concentrating on diet and exercise.
So I wouldn't necessarily.
All right, I don't know what he's about to say, but I can tell I'm not going to like it. I just don't like this guy's face. Something about Tevin, bro. Tevin, I don't like you. If you watching this, I don't like you, nigga. I don't even know why. It's just something about you I don't like, man.
We want to go from one extreme to another. I also would not want to be.
This nigga voice is fat. Y'all hear him talk? You can, bro. If I didn't see him right now, I would still be able to tell he was big as hell. On God, just looking at the nigga. I mean, just listening to the nigga. He like, oh, and yeah. So, bro. Like, when you so fat that your voice is fat, like, you can hear the fat in your voice, bro, you gotta lock in. You gotta tighten up, son. This is bad.
Spewing out stuff just to hopefully get a viral clip.
Okay, he's right about that, though. I'll be honest. Tevin, I take back all the bad shit I said about you, because you are right about that. Even though you got a fat voice, you definitely right about that, bro. And that's a big thing on the internet. I mean, shit, I'm kind of doing it right now, low key. You know what I'm saying?
You get a viral clip.
So if you could
You know-
snap your fingers and look like any of us, would you not do it? Like, would it not be
I
worth
probably
it?
choose to look like Tyler. I want to go to a place where it's comfortable and it's healthy all around. I'm not doing things that could negatively impact me in a way to get to a place like that. Like, I've gone through that. I've gone through having eating disorders from chewing gum and drinking water and starving myself.
The only eating disorders you have are not like anorexia, bro. You have the opposite of that. Whatever the opposite of that is when you gorge yourself. Fat people, and this is kind of why I made this video, because fat people piss me off with the constant cope and the lying. And it's not just fat people, it's a lot of different groups. But them especially, bro. Like, oh, I don't want to have an eating disorder. Bro, you already have an eating disorder. It's just not anorexia. You have the other thing where you eat a lot. Like, you have an eating disorder right now, probably, bro. You're fucking huge. I don't know. Maybe he's not, though. I didn't really listen to the whole video. You know, but yeah, you probably already have an eating disorder. And they always make up excuses like, I don't want to eat less. Like, it's essentially what he's saying. I don't want to eat less. I don't want to operate in a caloric deficiency. I just want to keep gorging myself and not have to worry about it. And he said negatively affect you. In what world is getting fit and not being morbidly obese a negative thing? Like, if you look at this nigga, let me see. Like, look at him. He's huge. And bro. He's not young. He doesn't look young anyway. He looks like he could be like maybe 30. Well, that's still pretty young. But like, bro, fat people don't live to like 60, 70. I've never seen a fat ass. Well, that's not true. I have. But not often, bro. Most old people are skinny. You know? I think there's a reason for that. Because fat niggas don't live to be that old. So you sitting here talking about some, oh, I don't want to negatively affect myself by trying to, da-da-da. What are you talking about, bro? What's worse? Eating less and living longer, or gorging yourself and living to like 40? Starving myself to this nigga is I ate 3 meals a day instead of 4. He was not starving himself. He's very well fed. There's no way you can be that big and not eat. Like, I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Like, when I was dancing, my dance teacher blatantly told me, if you don't lose a certain amount of weight, I'm kicking you out of the showcase.
Nigga, that's not that. Of course. I don't know if you consider dancing a sport, but like, yeah. If you're not good enough to be here, you can't stay. That's how all sports are.
But guess what? I pushed past that, and I just benched 405. That's more than I weigh.
This nigga bench 405? That's impressive. If you could be fat as hell. If you benching 405, nigga, that ain't no joke. I have to see it, though. But shit, you know what? I believe him.
So you're inspiring others.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what if I told you at the camp, everyone's exercising together and they're inspiring each other?
But
Same thing.
He talking about this fat concentration camp. He's not serious. Like, what is he talking about, a fat concentration camp? That's never going to happen, bro. Like, stop playing. He's playing around. Like, he's not taking this shit serious, bro. He's literally playing around.
You approached it at such a negative way. Like, you approached it from a place of shame, and like,
Shame isn't always a bad thing, though. Let me just say that. Sometimes people need shame. Like, if this guy sounds like maybe he has a problem losing weight. Like, I'm making fun of him, but like, let me be real for a second. Maybe shame won't work on him because, like, literally it's not about shame or not shame. He physically can't do it. Some people just can't do it. But other niggas are just lazy and they need shame. They need the shame to be like, get up, get off your fucking ass, put the Cheetos down, put the fucking cheesesteaks down and hit the gym, bro. Some people need that shame because if you don't give them no shame, they will literally eat themselves into an early grave. But yeah, anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Like, I think Myron was trolling pretty much the whole time. Maybe not the whole time, but when he started talking about we need to put fat people in concentration, he's trolling. He's just trying to prove a point, be provocative. You know how they do. And it's working, though. It's kind of funny. And Tevin, I know I was making fun of the fat dude the whole video. I'm just poking fun, though. He seemed all right. He probably really do got a problem. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. So, but I just can't with the fat people on the cope. It's insane to me. It's crazy. Just try to lose weight. If not, you'll die. Simple. You'll die early. Pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all think, man. Drop me a like. Drop me a sub. Yeah, peace.